Dear friends and students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am discussing some important poem exercise question answers, that is Ballad of the Tempest. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ತರಗತಿಗೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲಾದ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟೆಂಪೆಸ್ಟ್ ಘಟಕದ ಎಕ್ಸೈಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರನ್ನು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇದುವರೆಗೆ ತಾವು ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನ ತಾವು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪದೇ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕಾನ್ ಒತ್ತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಟಿಫೈ ಆಗೋದ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳು ಲಭ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಬಲಾದ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟೆಂಪೆಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಘಟಕದ ಎಕ್ಸೈಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರನ್ನು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Ballad of the Tempest. Main question number 1. Answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences. First question. Usually storms are formed in the deep sea. 5 precautions have the soldiers got to take before voyage? Right answer. Before setting out on the voyage, soldiers have to make sure that the ship is strong enough to withstand any storm at sea. They have to be well stocked with food and waters. They need life-saving jackets and be sturdy swimmers. When the captain shouted, "We are lost," how did his daughter react? His daughter held his hand and gently asked if God protected them on land, would he not protect them when they are not on the ocean? Third question. The speaker and his crewmates sat in darkness and prayed. What did they hear? They heard the storm raging at sea. Then the soldiers sat in the darkness and prayed. The captain staggered down the stairs and shouted, "We are lost." The crewmates kissed the maiden and spoke in the better cheers. What made them feel cheerfully? Right answer. The little girl asked her father if God protected them on land, would he not protect them on the sea? Her faith in God brought hope to soldiers and they kissed her in joy. A ship is always safe at the shores, but it is not built for that. What does this mean? A ship is built to take people and goods across the seas. If it just stay on the shores, it will not doubt be unharmed, but would be of no use to anyone. Question number 6. Tis a fearful things in winter. What is referred to as a fearful things in winter? To be catch in fierce storms at sea in winter is the fearful things. What would be conditions in deep sea during winter on the sea? The winds would be icy cold and the water to be freezing. The poet used to phrase the hungry sea. What can the reader imagine from this? The poet personifies the sea hungry because when the storm is very severe, the huge waves will drown the ship and soldiers, as if the sea is very hungry. Read the extract and answer the questions that follow. First question. We were crowded in the cabin, not a soul would dare to sleep. Who does the word "we" refer to here? Right answer. The soldier. Not a soul would dare to sleep. Why was it so? The soldiers were afraid that storm would destroy the ship and their lives. What does the word cabin means? Shelter for sleep. A ship is always safe at the shores, but it is not built for what? What does this means? A ship is built to take people and goods across the seas. If it just stays on the shores, it will not doubt be unharmed but would be no use to anyone. It is a fearful things in winter. What is referred to be fearful things in winter? To be caught in the fierce storm at sea in winter in the fearful things. Next question. What would be the condition in the deep sea during winter on the sea? The winters would be icy cold and the water to be freezing. Question number 8. The poet used to phrase the hungry sea. What can the reader imagine for this? The poet personifies the sea's hungry because when the storm is very severe, the huge waves will drown and ships soldiers as the if sea is very hungry. Read the extracts and answer the questions that follow. We were crowded in the cabin, not a soul would dare to sleep. What does the word we refer to here? The soldiers. Not a soul would dare to sleep. Why was it so? The soldiers were afraid that the storm would destroy the ship and their lives. What does the word cabin means? Shelter for sleep. This is fearful things in the winter to be shared by blast. What is referred to as a fearful things? To be caught in the peace storms at sea in winter is the fearful things. How did it affect the soldiers? The soldiers lay awake saying a silent prayer in the dark. Where did the fearful things appear? Why? What did it shatter? The fearful things appeared in the mid-sea. It shattered the mast of the ship. We are lost, the captain shouted. Who does the word we refer to here? The captain of ship and his crewmates. Why did he say so? The storm was very fierce and captain fears that ship would be torn apart any moment. How did his daughter react to the situation? His daughter remained calm, holding her father's hands. She asked if God could protect them on the land, will he not protect the seas? Then we kissed the little maiden and we speak in better cheer. Who was the little maiden? Captain's daughter. Who does the word we refer to here? The soldiers. Why did they kiss her? The little girl brought back hope to soldiers by saying that God would protect them, so kissed her. Isn't God upon the ocean just the same of the land? Who said the word, Captain Daughters? When did the speaker say these words? When the captain shouted, "We are lost." What attitude of speaker do these words shows? Faith in God. How did the statement reflect on the soldiers? The regaining these faith, hopes, and confidence, then reached the harbor safely. Answer the following questions in 8 or 10 sentences each. Write in own words the substances of the poem Ballad of Tempest. Right answer. It was dark, stormy night in winter. A ship was out at sea. Huge waves dashed against the ship, and the roar of the sea filled in the filled the soldiers with fear. They crowded together in a cabin. Even the bravest among them could not sleep. They just sat in the darkness and prayed. As the storm continued, the captain to gave up hope and said that nothing could save them. At that point, the captain's little daughter held his hand and quietly asked if God protected them on sea. Her faith in God filled the soldiers with a new hope. By morning, the storm cleared and they reached harbor safely. ಇಷ್ಟು ಈ ಲೆಸನ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಎಕ್ಸೈಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಗೊಂದಲವಿದ್ದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಟು ಆಲ್.